What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Z Sports and Entertainment. I am Z, coming to you from the basement. So tonight we got a couple things. We're gonna pop it off with the Thursday night game, Thursday night recap, Titans versus Packers. Um, Green Bay had their chances. They had their chances. The final was 17-27. Um, that was the final score. So the score became 17-27 with like 5 seconds into the fourth quarter. So the Packers had the whole fourth quarter to put themselves in positions to take the game to overtime, win the game. They had their chances. They had their chances. They could not capitalize. Defense continued to give them opportunity after opportunity down the stretch. Offense just wasn't able to put it in. Offense wasn't able to produce points in that fourth quarter. Defense got turnovers. Defense got sacks. For Derrick Henry to have 28 rushes and not have 100 yards was good. But he still affected the game in an unbelievable way. Broke a screen pass for about 60 yards. Threw a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. Austin Hooper had 2 touchdowns in this game. It was good to see Austin Hooper look alive again. He ain't really looked like himself, or he ain't really looked like the Austin Hooper I know since maybe his first year in Cleveland. But other than that, it was Tennessee kind of controlled the tempo of the game. They kept Green Bay within good distance. They didn't let Green Bay get too close. They didn't let Green Bay get too comfortable. Every time it seemed like, Green Bay was finna get some momentum, Tennessee would do something to snatch it away from them. I mean, they played Titans football. I mean, Ryan Tannehill threw the ball. He was very efficient, 22 of 27 for over 300 yards. A lot of big plays. I can't tell you how many 20-plus receptions, they had, and yards after catch as well. I mean, even though Green Bay's defense gave them a chance to win late in the game, even though Green Bay's defense was able to hold Tennessee to pretty much no production in that fourth quarter, it was rough. Them first 3 quarters, it was rough. They had problems containing Derrick Henry, and you look at the stats and you say, oh, he had 28 rushes for 87 yards, and you think they did pretty damn good. But it was a lot of, 3rd and 3s, 2nd and 2s, 3rd and 1s, 2nd and 1s, just extending drives, just keeping that defense on the field, man. Keeping that defense on the field. Like, then for Traylon Burks to have somewhat of a coming out party in Lambeau was, Tennessee needs that. Tennessee needs that. If they could somehow kind of put something together from a receiving core standpoint, Traylon Burks, Robert Woods, Austin Hooper, reemerged. This Westbrook kid seems to be pretty legit. I mean, Tennessee's offense may not be as bad as I thought. They may have, a couple more weapons. They look like a number 1 seed, not in AFC necessarily, but they look like a division. They look like a team that's going to win their division. I mean, going Lambeau, even though Green Bay's not playing, their best brand of football right now, they kind of just controlled it. I mean, kudos to Tennessee, kudos to Mike Vrabel going into Lambeau on a Thursday night, cold, snowy game, and just pulling it out, gutting it out. I mean, it's gonna be a fun plane ride home. I can tell you that. They just played a good game. They did, man. They just played a very, very good game. Nobody really stood out. Only got one sack. That was Jeffrey Simmons late in the game. And I mean, they did a good job. They got up. They allowed Green Bay. They didn't allow Green Bay to stay comfortable. They didn't allow them to run the plays that they wanted to run, in my opinion. I feel like Green Bay had a game plan going into this game, and the way Tennessee came out, it kind of negated that game plan from the jump. Um, I mean, you flip the page and then you look at Green Bay. I mean, Aaron Rodgers 39 attempts, Aaron Jones only 12 rushes, AJ Dillon only 6 rushes. I mean, that's one of the things we talked about. I mean, Derrick Henry had 28 carries individually, and the Green Bay Packers only had 19 as a team. I mean, even early in the game, I still feel like they did not give Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon the ball enough. And I just feel like in Green Bay's position, you have to simplify that offense. You have to put it in simplest terms. Granted, Christian Watson is turning out to be a pretty damn good player. I don't know if what's been shown the last 2 weeks is what's to come, or if I don't know. But Christian Watson is looking like he's gonna be a hell of a player. I don't know. Aaron Jones 6 catches for 20 yards, so you're getting him the ball, but I don't know if it's blocking. I don't know what it is. I don't know. At this point, I just feel like Matt LaFleur is, Aaron, go out there and win us some games. At this point, that's what it feels like. It doesn't really feel like it's any structure. It doesn't really feel like it's any discipline. The O-line is up and down. I mean, it just doesn't look good offensively for Green Bay. It doesn't. It just does not look good. And it's stuff like, I mean, Lazard 5 catches, 11 targets. Robert Tonyan 2 catches, 4 targets. I mean, then you got Aaron Jones 6 catches, 7 targets. I mean, I don't know. I will say this: Aaron Jones does need to work on his ball security. He not that he fumbles. It's just the ball's a little bit loose. It's just a little too loose for my liking. I mean, just little things. It just seems like Green Bay beat themselves. It really does. I mean, bad play calling in crucial points of the game. I mean, their offense just has to be able to produce points. Whenever I watch a game, and at the end of the game, I go back and look at the stats and look at, everything that took place. Green Bay had 3 players with 10 or more tackles. Do you know how long you have to be on the field in order to have 3 players with over 10 plus tackles? That's crazy. Shout out Quay Walker. I got to give my dog a holler. Shout out Quay Walker. I mean, they had 3 sacks as a team, but it didn't faze Tennessee. It didn't. Like, those sacks didn't come on first down, so you didn't force you. Tennessee was able to hand the ball off to Derrick Henry, do a lot of play action with Ryan Tannehill. I mean, he was 22 of 27. He only had 5 incompletions. Tennessee had a game plan and they executed it to perfection. That's what it looks like. Outside of that, that's really it. I mean, Green Bay just continues to struggle on offense. They cannot get anything going. I mean, like I said, even in that fourth quarter, I mean, they got couples. I think they got 2 or 3 sacks in the fourth quarter. Rasul Butler got a huge interception. Rudy Ford is playing out of his mind. I mean, even though they did have 3 sacks, the no Devontae Campbell, the no Rashawn Gary, you can see it. You can definitely see it. I don't. Yep, they did. Darnell Savage was out there. He was out there, but I just don't know. Just don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen, at least during my time alive, a Green Bay team with so much talent but just so little production. That's tough for me. That's extremely tough for me. Excuse me. I apologize. But that's really it. I mean, this was one of the better Thursday night games. I will say that. Wasn't low scoring. Wasn't boring. Kind of kept you on the edge of your seat. Not really, but just enough. Just enough. I think everybody's gonna be all right. Let me not say that. Tennessee. I think Tennessee's gonna ultimately win the division. I truly do. I definitely think Tennessee is gonna win the division. I want to see something real quick. Time of possession. Time of possession wasn't even that crazy. Time of possession, 32.5. Tennessee, Green Bay, 28.5. Total plays, 64-59. Total yards. Total yards. Green Bay was not able to move the ball. They were not able to move the ball at all. Penalties, but Green Bay did have 5 penalties. I don't know. With you would think with the way Green Bay's defense plays that if they're that's tough. That's tough. Congratulations, Tennessee. That's a big win for you guys. You get some extra rest. You got a huge game coming up against Cincinnati. You're 7-3. You first in the division. It probably feels pretty good to be a Titans fan right now. It probably does. If you're Green Bay, on the other hand, you got a couple more days to think about this L, and you got to get right back to it. Next week, you got a Sunday nighter against the Eagles, and they just signed Ndamukong Suh, Jordan Davis. Hope you can get healthy, but I don't know if you Green Bay. I don't know. I just don't know. Looking at the rest of their season, looking at their schedule. Ooh. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for them to accomplish what they want to accomplish. It's gonna be hard. Because with the Vikings playing the way they playing, first place looking like it's out of the picture. I mean, the NFC East is loaded with I think the NFC East got all the wild card teams. All the wild card teams. The Packers are down there with the Falcons in the hunt category. That's real talk. They in the hunt category. They ain't. Damn. That's tough. That's tough. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for watching. Yeah, like I said, we had the Titans and Packers tonight. Titans pulled it out 27-17 over Green Bay. Tennessee moves to 7-3. Green Bay falls to 4-7. Two teams look like they're going in two completely different directions. Damn, Green Bay. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, share, all of that. Love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Z.